What the heck is up, you guys? It's your boy Ace, aka Animated Heroes, here back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts One Piece Monkey D. Luffy. This is the pre-time skip version, or him from Romance Dawn. This is the version of Luffy that I know many collectors are excited for, and I'm already pretty late with this review, so let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with the sexy packaging. Now, the box isn't much different than any of the other One Piece figures we've gotten, unless you're talking about the Netflix adaptation. Obviously, those are going to have a slightly different packaging style, but when it comes to the anime versions, the boxes are pretty much similar. As you can see, we've got this map-ish theme right here. We got the window where you can see the figure as well as some of the accessories. One Piece Monkey D. Luffy. We've got images all along the side right here of him and some of the accessories. Love this pose that they went with for the front image. This is the perfect decision they could have made. It says SH Figuarts Monkey D. Luffy. We've got Tamashii Nation's Bandai at the bottom, nothing much at the top. Same image at the bottom on this side right here, not much going on. And then, of course, on the back, you got some poses you can get the figure into, some accessories, then a bunch of stuff I can't read because I imported this. Now, anyway, let's go ahead and bust this guy out of the package because this is a figure I am super excited to talk about. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Now, straight out of the packaging, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This figure looks absolutely fire. And there's gonna be a lot of bias in this review for multiple reasons. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some things out there. First off, my very first SH Figuarts figure was the first Monkey D. Luffy figure that they released. I don't know how long ago, man. Now, we all know that that figure definitely doesn't hold up to today's standards, but I still have a love and respect for it, despite the fact that I no longer have it in my collection. And also, this is something I don't want to get too deep into, but I truly believe like the One Piece anime is something that truly saved me, man. I was going through a very, very dark time when I got into One Piece, and no joke, man, it was coming home every day and watching this anime that truly kept me going and kept me out of that dark state that I was in. And it was just watching the adventures of Luffy and his crew that truly brought me satisfaction, man, and pulled me out of that dark, almost hole that I was in. Now, getting all of that out of the way, onto the figure itself. This thing looks magnificent, man. It truly is a big step up from the very first Luffy that we got. Even though that figure didn't necessarily look bad, this one just looks and feels better, in my opinion. And from what I've heard, they fixed a lot of mistakes that the first one had. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at him so we can examine some of the details. Now, taking an up-close look at this guy, the first thing that I wanted to do is compare him side by side with the time skip version. And as you can see, when it comes to facial features and everything, it pretty much looks the exact same. Now, granted, this version right here has a way goofier face, and we all know Luffy makes some very goofy expressions, but this faceplate right here is whack, y'all. They could have completely left this one out and just gave him the full teeth showing expression. The more I look at this, the more I'm like, yeah, this is whack. Now, as you can see, the hair sculpt is a little bit different as well. This one actually has one of the hairs sitting up, giving it that alfalfa look. This one has a few more, and it looks a bit more windswept. It's really up to you which of these you like more. Both of these are fine, and I think they're also interchangeable. We'll find out later, but I'm okay with either of these. Neither of them really bother me. Now, obviously, the rest of the body is going to be completely different because this is an entirely new sculpt. Maybe the shorts are the same. Let's see. It would make sense if they are. I believe they are, but I think these, I like the blue better. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Maybe even the legs are the exact same as well. It looks like they are also, so maybe just the upper part of the body of this Luffy is entirely new. But either way, man, I love this thing, yo. It looks good. I just realized this shirt is actually a soft plastic right here. This is a completely separate piece. Actually, it seems like all of this is a separate piece. So I wonder, you could probably take this off and have a shirtless Luffy. Now, that's not to say it's going to look good, but it does seem like it would be possible. The arms are very slim, slender, not a whole lot going on. This is just completely reminiscent of that badass Luffy from the beginning of the series. Now, I have a question for you guys. This is just something random because, in my opinion, this was Luffy at his most badass, yo. This was when he was running fades with Arlong, knocking him out, Buggy, Crocodile, just anyone who got in the way of Luffy. They might have bested him once, but eventually they ended up getting clipped. So before we move on to the next segment, I want to know, which version of Luffy do you prefer? Do you like this version, which is the pre-time skip, or do you like the time skip Luffy? Now, obviously, he's stronger after the time skip, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. In my personal opinion, man, I don't know, something about the beginning chapters of One Piece, man, when Luffy had simple techniques before the Gear 5 and all that, I just thought he was so much more badass. But anyway, not to add any more time to this video, let's go ahead and put him back so we can see how tall he stands. When it comes to his height to the top of this figure, he stands just shy of 6 inches, so a little bit on the small side, but of course we will do some size comparisons a little bit later to see how he stands next to some of the other One Piece figures, and then just some random stuff that I'm going to throw in, such as anime protagonists. Articulation-wise, he looks up very, very well. That's good. Looks down all the way. That is so much better than I thought. Really good tilt and turn, all kinds of motion. So you can really get him to be expressive and cock his neck and all that good stuff, which Luffy does tend to do. Arms, woo, go up way more than I thought, and they actually kind of pop out. They're on what looks like the Revoltech style joint, where you can see a little bit of gapping in there, but that's for obvious reasons since he is getting an accessory kit. You can bring them out about this much, so those Gum Gum Bazooka poses are not going to be a problem. This does come out a little bit easier than I would like, though. Maybe I didn't have it all the way pegged in. Doesn't seem like I did, because there we go. But yeah, really do dig that. He does have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, I believe. Nah, it's double jointed. It's double jointed. Just looks single jointed. And his arms bend all the way in, so you can get him in those poses where his hands are behind his head. No problem. Hands are on not a ball peg, but a peg nonetheless, and the range of motion is perfect. So that is really good. When it comes to the torso, you guys see it, man. You guys see it. Diaphragm joint, absolutely perfect, man. Absolutely perfect. Double ball peg in there as it should be. So crunches and all kinds of poses are not going to be a problem. At the waist, he leans forward just a tad bit more because of this soft plastic piece, but that is to be expected. He still does turn very well at the waist. Kicks forward about that much. Legs are not popping off. Not popping off like the other release, so that's good. And also, I just realized something. They actually cut the back of the shorts out, so they listened to us. And you guys know what that means. That means he's going to get a little bit more mobility. Now, it's still not the best, but at this point, what more could you ask for? So, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. Thigh swivel, non-existent. That is the only issue with this guy. You guys saw what happened once I tried to utilize that, so that sucks. But, yeah, I mean, no thigh swivel, sadly. He does have a slight thigh swivel inside of the shorts, so it leads me to believe that these legs just kind of peg onto the inside of the shorts, which I think that's what the other one does, so that's fine. Foot goes down about that much, up about that much. Really good ankle rocker. No issues with the ankles at all, and then toe hinge is perfect. So articulation-wise, this guy is just fine. Now, when it comes to accessories, you don't get a lot, but you definitely get enough. First off, he comes with this smiling head sculpt right out of the packaging, and then he does come with a pair of fist hands. He comes with this very excited looking expression, which I love. He comes with this facial expression where he's eating meat, his favorite food. come on, y'all. Y'all already knew. Y'all, come on now. Let's be real here. Anyway, he comes with this yelling, angry expression, which I absolutely love. And let me put this arm down. I was trying to pose him up and make him look cool, but yeah, it's just blocking stuff. But anyway, he comes with this angry expression, which is dope. He comes with a pair of kind of reaching, grabbing, holding onto his hat type hands. He comes with a pair of Gum Gum Bazooka hands. He comes with one pointing finger, and then he does come with one hand for holding onto the meat. All right, y'all, we get it. Come on now. We get it. Anyway, to attach that, you just pull it apart right here, and that's how you do that. So that's cool. And then you plug it right back in there, and there it goes, just like so. He does also come with an extra headpiece. This is for whenever he has the hat on, and here is the hat. So I know he doesn't come with any Gum Gum accessories, but as we all know, Tamashii Nations is releasing an accessory kit, and so whenever that comes out, we will be able to pose this guy utilizing some of his devil fruit abilities. Now, when it comes to interchangeability, I do believe all of the parts are completely interchangeable, but the neck peg on this one does not want to come out, and so I'm not about to force it, but it is the same system, so I'm pretty sure it's possible. Now, that being said, you can swap the faces. As you guys see, I have the serious face from the Wano arc Luffy on the pre-time skip version, and then I have the grinning face on the Wano version. So yeah, all faceplates are going to be interchangeable between every Luffy figure we've gotten, which in my opinion makes it worth it to have this figure as well as any of the other One Piece figures that come with expressions for Luffy, which I believe is actually all of them. So yeah, you definitely have a ton of options with this guy. And speaking of options, this one right here is my favorite, the faceplate that comes with Eustace Kid, where we get to see an angry / frustrated Luffy. But it's cool, you could even go wild and just do something like this, man. This is super cool. I love all of the interchangeability. I know people were really upset about so many figures coming with accessories for Luffy, but look at what it did, man. We could literally have endless amounts of fun with either of these versions of Luffy if we wanted. Moving on to size comparisons, here he is standing next to the Straw Hats from the Wano arc. As you can see, we got him standing next to Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro. And it doesn't look like the Wano Luffy is any taller than the Romance Dawn Luffy. So I'm guessing, I don't know if he didn't grow during the time skip at all, or maybe they just kept the figure the same height. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to look that up. But either way, he looks good standing next to all of them. And don't ask why Zoro is missing the sash. Next up, here he is standing next to some other shonen protagonists. We have him standing next to the SH Figuarts pre-time skip Naruto, who's actually much smaller than Luffy. We also have him standing next to a demoniacal fit Son Goku, which I think these scale fine enough. And then we also have him standing next to an SH Figuarts Jujutsu Kaisen greatness Yuji Itadori. And I don't want to hear anyone's opinions about the ending of JJK, because at the end of the day, it's still peak fiction. And lastly, for some extras, here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts Netflix live action One Piece Luffy. We also have him standing next to the SH Figuarts Chainsaw Man and the SH Figuarts Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer Tanjiro Kamido. And also, for anyone who may be wondering, he does hit the gear second pose effortlessly. All right, y'all, so keeping it all the way 100, this figure checks damn near every box for me. This completely satisfies me in ways that the Wano arc Luffy absolutely failed to do, man. Every single mistake that they made with that figure, they fixed with this one, man. I think that they realized they truly could make these figures better if they just applied themselves a little bit more. And this seems to showcase that they really wanted to do so, man. This right here makes me happy and excited for what is to come, man, because you guys know Ace is my favorite character, and I believe he's going to be the next release. I'm not entirely sure. There might be one or two characters before him, but I don't think so. Then we just got the announcement of Sabo as well, and so it really shows that they are going to continue making characters from this line. Hopefully soon enough. Actually, the next figure is Nami, and I'm fully expecting that to be a good figure. And then we got Zoro. So yeah, I was right. 2 more releases before Ace. I don't see them messing up on Zoro. There's absolutely no way they could do that. Hopefully we don't run into any QC issues for Nami, and she's actually going to be releasing this month. Maybe I'll be able to get my hands on her a little bit sooner so that I can get that review to you guys faster than I did with this one. But either way, man, I'm truly excited for the One Piece line. I just hope that they give us more characters from the for one, the pre-time skip, but then also from the Straw Hats in general, because it does seem like they're kind of diving away from them. I really want them to make characters like Frankie, Brooke, definitely Robin. We got to have her. We got to get the God Usopp, man. We cannot go without Usopp, and I want both versions of him. I want the pre-time skip and the time skip, man. Give us some more Straw Hats. For the villains, I definitely want to see Doflamingo. You guys know that's my boy. But for now, I'm just going to sit back and see what they do. Now, if they were to give us one pre-time skip villain, I want Crocodile. I definitely want Crocodile because Arlong was cool, Buggy's cool, but I feel like Crocodile was just the GOAT. So, yeah, either way, I'm going to enjoy this line. This figure right here has re-solidified why I need to continue picking them up, and I'm going to continue to do so. But overall, I hope that you guys enjoyed this review. If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That always helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure to hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever I upload new content. And last but not least, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my activity outside of YouTube. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe wherever you are, and bye.